The olive tree is one of the most significant symbols of the Mediterranean area. Since ancient times, olive oil production has become an integral part of the economy, history, and traditions of the peoples of the Mediterranean basin. In 5000 BC, olive tree growing started spreading across the Fertile Crescent, and thanks to the commercial network created by the Phoenicians, olive tree growing reached Spain, Italy, and North African countries. Still today, olive oil production is a key pillar of the economy of such countries, but also a cause of environmental problems, which requires a sustainable solution. In Lebanon, Syria and Jordan, there are more than 180 million olive trees. On average, around 220,000 tons of olive oil is produced. The wastes produced during extraction processes are both liquid and solid, mainly vegetable water and pomace. Around 1,280,000 meter cubed of liquid waste, called vegetable water, and 540,000 tons of solid residues are produced annually in the three countries. Vegetable water is often discharged into the environment uncontrollably. This vegetable water causes the deterioration of water bodies reflected by changing colour, appearance of an oily shine, and increased oxygen demand. It also affects soil quality and reduces soil fertility. The demand of olive oil is highly increasing worldwide, and environmental pollution caused by olive mill wastes is increasing, especially in the Mediterranean region. This pollution is mostly generated by scattered small enterprises having limited financial resources, all of which creates difficulty in establishing central treatment and disposal facilities. The prevention of these environmental impacts necessitates the application of an integrated approach to the problem, focusing on cleaner production which consists of minimizing resource use and avoiding and limiting the creation of pollutants, rather than trying to manage the pollutants after their creation. In order to prevent the negative impacts of olive oil production, Lebanon, Syria and Jordan jointly decided to address the environmental degradation caused by this sector through the implementation of a regional project with the purpose of setting an integrated management system for olive oil wastes.
The Integrated Waste Management Project for olive oil pressing industries in Lebanon, Syria and Jordan is a project funded by the European Union under the Short and Medium Term Action Plan, SMAP2. It's managed by the United Nations Development Programme and implemented by the three ministries of environment in Lebanon, Syria and Jordan. The project aims at introducing the elements of the waste management system through establishment of an industrial database for the olive oil mills and its complementary industries, introduction of cleaner production options, prevention, control, and treatment measures in the project area, setting limits and standards for the industrial influence, and also setting monitoring strategy for the same purpose, undertake different financial and economic analysis to identify the possible technical and financial incentives for improvement, and finally, implementing institutional strengthening and capacity building programs through training and awareness activities. This project ultimately aims at safeguarding the environment and ensuring sustainable development of this very important agro-industrial sector without harming the production. All studies show that reusing of byproducts will help in generating good income for the industry, especially if it will be used in the field of composting, fertilizers, different other uses such as pharmaceutical industry, such as antioxidants.
The Regional Activity Center for Cleaner Production is participating in several phases of the project. It's one of the 6 centers that are part of the Mediterranean Action Plan of the United Nations Environment Programme. Our center deals with cleaner production, so we work with the industrial sector of the 21.
The 3-phase decanting olive mills, which are about 50% of the olive mills in Syria. We had only few olive mills operating in the 2-phase decanting. We performed the environmental auditing. We visited the mills and we took samples to calculate and to measure the concentration of the pollution loads, and by the end of the environmental audits we had a full report about the performance and how can we improve the environmental performance of these audited mills. And we also calculated the pollution loads that reaching the environment all over the country, resulting from the operation of these olive mills and the complementary industries. In the end, we found that we had several procedures that we should follow to reduce the pollution load to the environment. We also conducted, during the first and second phase of this project, what we can say that about the environmental legislation in the country and what are the laws which governs the discharge of pollutants from this industry. So we compiled these laws and we now are setting the standards, and we will present them to the government to adopt the new standards and legislation that can control this industry. One of the major output also of the project is